My name is Daniel Cooper. I am 34 years old. And for most of my life, I thought I had time. Time to follow my dreams. Time to make my parents proud. Time to become successful. Time to fix my life. But I was wrong. Very wrong. When I was younger, I had many dreams. I wanted to become a writer. I wanted to travel the world. I wanted to build a happy life for my family. But slowly, I started wasting my days. First, it was only small things, watching random videos, sleeping too much, saying, "I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow became next week. Next week became next year. My mother used to tell me, "Daniel, life moves very fast. Don't waste it." But I never listened. I always smiled and said, "Don't worry, Mom, I'm still young." One night, I saw my father sitting alone in the kitchen. The light was off. He looked tired, older, weaker. He quietly asked me, "Son, when are you going to start living your life?" I laughed. I told him I still have time. But the truth was, I was afraid. Afraid to fail. Afraid people would judge me. Afraid I was not good enough. So instead of trying, I wasted my life pretending I was preparing. Days passed, months passed, years passed, and suddenly my friends were getting married, building businesses, buying homes, moving forward. And me? I was still sitting in the same small room, watching my life disappear. Then, one morning, everything changed. My phone rang. It was my mother, but she wasn't crying, she wasn't shouting, she was just shaking. And what she said next completely destroyed me. "Daniel, your father had a heart attack." At that moment, my entire body froze. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. I grabbed my keys and drove to the hospital as fast as I could. The whole way, one thought kept repeating inside my head. What if it's too late? When I arrived, I saw my mother sitting alone outside the hospital room. Her eyes were red. Her hands were shaking. For the first time in my life, my mother looked small, weak, broken. She held my hand tightly and whispered, "He asked for you before they took him inside." I walked slowly into the room, and there was my father, machines beside him, oxygen mask on his face. The strongest man I ever knew suddenly looked fragile. His eyes opened slowly when he saw me, and then he smiled, a weak, painful smile. He removed the oxygen mask for a moment and whispered, "Son, please don't waste your life like I wasted mine." Those words hit me harder than anything. I looked at him in shock. My father was always the strong one, the confident one, the man who never showed regret. But that night, I saw sadness in his eyes, real sadness. He said, "I worked my whole life, but I forgot to live. I forgot my dreams. I forgot my family. And now I don't know where the years went." Tears rolled down my face because suddenly I realized something terrifying. That night, I sat alone in the hospital hallway until morning, and for the first time in years, I asked myself an honest question. What if my life ends before I ever truly live it? And then, at 4:17 in the morning, a doctor walked toward me. His face looked serious, very serious, and I knew my life was about to change forever. The doctor stopped in front of me. Then he quietly said, "Your father survived." At that moment, I broke down crying, not because I was weak, but because I realized how close I was to losing him forever. A few days later, my father came home. He walked slower now. He looked older, but something inside him had changed. And honestly, something inside me had changed too. One evening, we sat together outside the house watching the sunset. My father looked at me and smiled softly. Then he said, "Daniel, money is important, success is important, but time is life." That sentence stayed inside my heart forever. The next morning, for the first time in years, I woke up early. I turned off my phone. I cleaned my room. I opened my old notebook, the notebook where I once wrote my dreams. And slowly, I started again. Not perfectly, not confidently, but honestly. I started writing every day. I started exercising. I spent more time with my parents. I stopped saying later. Months passed. My life slowly changed, not because of luck, not because someone saved me, but because I finally understood something most people realize too late. Life is not waiting for you. One day, your parents will grow old. One day, your body will become weak. One day, your time will run out. And on that day, money will not save you. Excuses will not save you. Regret will not save you. Only one question will matter. Did you truly live? Today, I still make mistakes. I still feel fear sometimes. But I no longer waste my life waiting for the perfect moment, because perfect moments do not exist. Life is happening now, right now, while you were listening to this story. So please, don't waste your life. Call your parents, chase your dreams, learn new things, speak even if your English is broken, start even if you are scared. Because one day, you will either say, "I'm glad I tried," or "I wish I had started sooner." And trust me, regret is a very painful thing to carry. Life lesson. Your time is your life. Don't waste it waiting to become the person you were already born to be.